Hello and welcome to another video from TheSavageTrout on YouTube, and it is episode 65 of my FIFA 15 Burnley career mode. And it's been a while actually. I do apologise for my poor uploading again. Seems to happen every couple of months really, or most of the time actually. But yeah, I was going back to school, getting A.F.C results and all that kind of stuff, and just generally being lazy. Also, hopefully the audio's a bit better in this video, because I noticed that there was a few sort of hiccups in the last episode. I think that was just because I accidentally moved the mic closer by like leaning something on it. Anyway, in this episode, we'll be moving into, well, really getting deeply into the second half of the season. I really want to finish this game before the next FIFA comes out. Not sure whether I'm going to get FIFA or PES, or whether I'm going to get both of them, because I am liking this year's PES game, but I do know that less people will probably want that, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, we are playing Leicester in the first game, our perennial bogey team who are lower down the table, along with Hull and Manchester City, as we are, well, 5 points behind Manchester United, who are in 5th, who should go into 4th if they win their game in hand. But we've reverted back to the 4-4-2 that we sort of usually run in this career mode. Obviously we had a bit of an experiment recently, and it hasn't really been working as well, and I don't know what's going on with Jerome, but he's just seriously turning into a beast despite not doing anything. I think I just need to put these two together, because Van Wolfswinkel is banging in the goals, and Jerome can be a very useful forward for holding things up, considering he's just shooting up the ratings despite the fact that he's getting older. I don't know what's happening here. No Persearch in the middle, and then, yeah, usual team. So let's get into this Leicester game. Oh god, we've missed a tackle there. Good tackle by Reed. Although he's lost it. And that's not a good area to lose it in. Good save, good clearance. And we're instantly under pressure there. It was a big mistake by me, was Reed there. And we were almost punished for it. Shot! Good save. Heaton needed to pull out a good save there, because he really did blast it, and we still haven't cleared it. Passing has not been good so far. Oh my word, they're all over me at the moment. Leicester just carving out so many opportunities, finding the right passes constantly, and it's not going too well for us at the moment. Here comes Bellerin, he can deliver a good ball. That's not a bad one, and Jerome almost justified his 78 rating there, but sadly it was straight at the keeper. This has been a lively start from both teams. Ball into the box. Jerome was there. It's going to fall out to Pasalic. Blocked by the defender. It's another corner. Oh, I thought I was going to fall perfectly for him. Jerome was ever so close. And that wasn't quite good enough. They go long, and what a ball that is to Nugent. But Ake doesn't get there. I thought he would. But that's really stretched us a bit, and that's a good ball. And I thought they were going to make us pay there. Nugent is giving us all kinds of problems here. He's just too hot to handle at the moment, which I never thought I'd say, but just can't get the ball off him at the moment. He's creating everything for them. Good ball. Danny Drinkwater takes it down. Good save. It's going to be a goal. It's been coming, to be fair. They've been opening us up way too easily. Doesn't feel like we've got any pace at the back at the moment. Yeah, Ake should be pretty quick, but we tried to play the offside trap. Ben Mee let them in, and yeah, thus Heaton should have done better with where he was parrying it, and then Ben Mee, I don't know what he was doing, trying to play him offside, but right at the end of the half, what a sucker punch that is. And Leicester once again proven to be our bogey team. Ball over to Arfield now. Crosses it in. Oh, it's off the bar. What a diving header that was. And it just shows how unlucky we are sometimes. and this is dangerous, and slow to react, and well, it's another typical FIFA game, and I'm sort of used to it now, really. 2-0 down, 20 goals in 25 games is what's cost us here this season, and now we're just getting shown a masterclass in finishing, really. I'm not quite sure where the defence was, but I just saw players sort of deliberately stopping there at points. Yeah, not great. Well, guys, it looks like everyone has played their game in hand now, so somehow we're still only 7 points behind, which is, well, it's going to be difficult. It'll be difficult to catch up, but I mean, it's West Brom in 4th, so anything can happen. But we really need to get going from this point onwards. And yeah, I mean, we've got Hull next, so that's a big game because they're right below us. We don't want to get dragged into a relegation battle. I mean, we really go one of two ways. We could start building up good form and challenge for the top 4, or we could end up falling into a relegation battle if our form goes horrendously bad, or it may just be sort of what has been pretty much for the whole last season and a half, which is incredibly inconsistent results, and I'll probably stay pretty much exactly where I am, missing opportunity and after opportunity to get into the top 4. But anyway, this is Hull, team we usually do relatively well against, although I believe they beat us in our last game against them. I don't know if Reed is actually... is that an international game? Don't know what's going on there. But Jutskovic and Perez are going up front. Jutskovic was bitching a bit about not playing enough, so I put him in to give him some time. And Boy's also come in because I don't think Arfield's given me enough really down that right hand side on his own. And yeah, it does look like Winston Reed can't play. I can't be bothered to change it. I'm sure it'll just put Shackle in. I hope it does. So I don't know what's going on there. That's a bit of a weird one. So Shackle, who's also unhappy with me, will play in this game. Boyd puts it in. Jutskovic will always be dangerous in the air! And I thought that was in. I actually thought that was in. I've seen so many of them curl into the top corner, and it was so close. And it looked like he would have been justified in his annoyance if he'd put it in there. It's good play. It's going to come to Quinn. And the name tags had gone. And I don't know what the keeper was doing. It just won't fall my way at the moment, will it? I mean, I'm playing FIFA a lot less compared to how I played it in recent years, but I don't know what Heaton's doing there really, and then that's a bit more of a sweat, and another mountain to climb here against a team that have already beaten us this season, and what a disaster this is. Well then, Van Volswinkel, Jerome and Carrick are on. Driving at the defence. It's going to come to Carrick! All kinds of chances now. Carrick into the box, Shackle in the air. It's going to come out to Hector Bellerin! Oh, he's dropped it! Oh, of course! What is it going to take? Jerome was right there for the follow-up and somehow just guided it straight into the arms of the keeper. Can you get any more bullshit than that? That could be down the line, and Jerome can offer us something here, although annoyingly it's Olsen that's on him. And he pulls it back. Van Volswinkel gets in there. That is why we brought Jerome on, because he can do that kind of thing. It's a good cross, and Van Volswinkel gets his 9th of the season. And at least that gives us some kind of lifeline. I mean, we're going to drop even more points now unless a miracle occurs, but finally, just a bit of pace, that's what we needed. And Van Volswinkel was there. Good finish. Looks like, oh, good tackle by Jerome. Great tackle by Jerome, and he's in now. And he scored! I don't believe it. I don't know what Hull were thinking, But it seemed like they just wanted to go absolutely mad going forward. They had pretty much everybody forward. And then, who was it? Dawson, I think it was. Just stood there and gave the ball away. And Jerome just took it, really. And I don't know how that's happened. I'm sort of in shock, to be honest. I've been struggling for goals, and then I just get two in about 30 seconds. And they're both from Jerome, and he's justified a 78 rating there. And that could really be two big goals for us and could change our season. Although I usually say that all the time, and it never happens. Especially since we've got Man City next. Well, guys, this is a table after that game. Not much has really changed. We're still 7 points behind fourth, although Man United have played a game in hand, so technically we could be 6 points behind if, you know, all the teams win the games in hand, but we're still relatively in it. Next game is against Manchester City, and look where they are, right above us, and they're the only team we can jump if we win this game. So we could really turn this ship around a bit maybe if we can win this game, but that's not exactly going to be easy at the Etihad, considering I've had some drubbings from them before, but I've also had some good results there before as well. So this is the team we're going with. Jerome has to start after how he played towards the end of that game, although I have to say he does seem to be better as a sub a lot of the time, but we'll see how he goes in this game. I think he could give them some problems. Perez, I'm still expecting more from him, and I think this is the type of game he might deliver in for some reason. I don't know why. I just think Van Volswinkel and Jutskic aren't very suited to these type of games because there's going to be limited chances, and I think Perez is that type of guy who just snatches a chance up quite well, but then misses. Well, he's just that one of those players really who can just pull anything from nothing. He can have one shot and score from it, whilst Van Volswinkel has to take 5 or 6 a lot of the time. Or maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Manchester City, big game here. Can we win at the Etihad? Oh, Jerome causing problems all over again here. And Perez, oh, that's what I mean about him taking his chances, and he almost did there, causing Hart a lot of problems. And this has been a positive start. No wonder they're in 8s, to be fair. Oh, hang on, look who it is. John Guidetti's up front. Oh, God, if he scores against us. Well, the last time we beat Man City, I believe, it was Guidetti that scored the winner. So, well, how things change. But finally, it looks like he's been put in the team. And he's a very good finisher. I mean, I don't think we would have ever been able to get him back on loan. Well, oh, it's Navas, and here he is, and he almost scored. We haven't properly cleared it. And, oh, well, we got lucky there. Maybe he still thinks he's at Burnley with all the crap finishing. Oh, it's gone in. I can't believe it's gone in. And it's Alvaro Negredo, and this has happened before. One of the times I played Manchester City, Dzeko just scored a goal from a set piece, and then they just sat back on that. I really didn't think that was going to be in. I brought Heaton out way too late. I wasn't focusing, and Negredo puts them ahead, and for the third time in this episode we're 1-0 down. But can we come back from it like we did against Hull, or are we just going to peter out like we did against Leicester? Oh, luckily he fell over. Good ball through to Boyd. Ball into the box, and it might fall for Perez. And it wouldn't let me switch. It let me switch really late. I was hoping he would take it with his feet there, but it was sort of just having to... It was an awkward angle, really. He was always sort of chasing it. That's frustrating, though. Well, guys, it's been a disappointing first half, really. They've obviously had more possession. There's no way I'm going to outmatch Man City for possession away from home, but... just frustrating that I made that mistake from the corner, because I'll still be well in this, and... I had 2 great chances with that header from Perez and the other one that I'm forgetting. But we're just going to make one quick change. I think we're going to take Perez off. We need to bring on Van Volswinkel, who might give us more of an effect. Well, that's going to come to Bellerin then. Noble takes it in his stride. Ball into the box is a good one. Oh, Jerome off the bar, and God's sake, that would have been the perfect time to score a goal. Nazari, got to be careful here. Oh, no, it's a goal. Oh, he's missed. Bastards! That's annoying, because I went on attacking. I tried to risk it, which was a big risk against Man City, and it's proven that I just let him in way too easily, and then I thought Noble was going to get there. He didn't, and, well, that's game over now, really, isn't it? He's been causing us all kinds of problems all game, and it's going to come through, and it's free. And that is a risk that you pay for when you go attacking against Manchester City. I had to go for it, really, but all game we just haven't really been too much of a threat, and I knew there was this game looming. I really needed to get something against Leicester and, well, beat them, really. And not quite sure what Bellerin was doing there. He just sort of stood there. One of the problems I have with this game, and it's AI defending. Well, there we go, guys. That is the table, and yeah, I do truly need a miracle now to get back into this hunt. I mean, 9 points away from Arsenal in 4th, and I have a significantly worse goal difference than them as well, down by 11. So, just look at the goal scoring record. Worse than Aston Villa. I mean, what's that? I think we had the 4th worst offence in the league. I mean, that just says it all, really. Although our defence has got a bit worse thanks to these results as well. But anyway, it's not actually going to get too much easier in the next episode, because we have both Spurs and Chelsea at home, who are obviously by far and away the top 2 teams, and have massive gaps to the teams below them. And then we also have West Brom away, which could be a big game looking at where they are in the table to at least get into a Europa League spot. But I just sort of want to end this career mode now. I mean, it's been a decent career mode, but we just haven't quite had the silverware that I would have maybe hoped, and getting into the Champions League. I mean, we've still built Burnley up to be a respectable club like a Swansea and stuff like that, so in that way it's a good career mode, but you would have hoped for a bit more, but maybe I'm hoping for a bit too much, considering how much I played FIFA this year, which isn't much, and how much it wants to screw you over at the same time. But anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.